Okay, so thank you everybody for attending this webinar. We are here to guide you through the J Office. I am Carla Monteiro. I am VIP Services for Europe, and welcome to Jeunesse. I'm going to start I already know that you have had these webinars before, and there are a lot of things that you have already learned, but I'm going to try to redo some of the things we have already done and try to help you in whatever you need. At the end of it, we might have questions, and I will give you the opportunity for that. But now I know that the last webinar for the J Office, you were learning how to do the authorship and setting it up. Today I would like to start by giving you an idea of what is the back office, the J Office, so that you all know. If you can just confirm that you continue to hear me well, I would appreciate it very much. Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. So now let's go into to a website. As you can see, you can already see my screen, I believe. I am entering here on a website. I am entering in a tester website which we use in order to train the people. So this username that you see here is what is going to define you with us. So this is kind of your idea. It's the way that we recognize you in our system, and it's what makes you different from everybody else. So when you register, and I'm going to show you how to do that next, we are going to start there. First, I'm going to give you a little tour around the J Office, but I wanted to make sure that you understand that this is your username. This is what is going to make you different from everybody else, and whenever you enter your website and you do business, this is what you will have and what you will need to use to be able to give to all the members or new people that you want to add to your business. So the first thing to do would be to create the login, to have your login, and then insert your password. By doing that, you are going to have access to your back office or to your J Office. The system is going to ask you if you want to memorize or not the password, so that is up to you. If you are in a strange computer that you're not familiar with, I would say don't memorize it, so that you have all the domain and the anonymity that you need in order to work with your business on an inside manner. So this is the first. I'm going to teach you this very quick. It's just for you to get an idea of what you have inside the back office, but then I'll try to start making a registration so that you can understand how to sign up somebody. So it's going to be quite quick. I hope you have a notebook and that you take notes because it is important. But any question that you have, we also have an excellent customer service that is always there to help you. So in here, the first image that you would have when you enter your J Office would be this. This is where you have the information of the new customers that you have from month until date, and this is the total since the beginning. New distributors, new customers, new distributors. If you are qualified to get paid, there's two different things that you need to know. One thing is that you need to be active, and another thing is that you need to be qualified. Active means that you have your authorship all set and that it's working properly, that you are using the products for yourself. And the second condition for you to get paid on commissions would be to have one person on the left, one person on the right, with a minimum of 100 CVs, which corresponds to the basic pack. Then we have qualification to get free products. This depends on promotion, so it's a thing that with time you will understand that we do have a lot of promotions. They are done to develop your business, and here you will have information about that. Then you have the qualified rank, the paid rank, because imagine that you have bought a package that is equivalent to having a sapphire, but after a certain period of time you are no longer a sapphire because you didn't fill in all the requisitions necessary to be. So in here you will have two different ranks depending on what is your actual real rank and the rank that you are considering in our system, because you probably have bought a different pack and a pack that gives you certain benefits. Then you will have the current CVs that you have at the moment. This is from the month until now, and this is total since the beginning. Monthly qualification met, all is set, all is ready for you to get paid, to get commissions. Number of qualified sapphire legs, number of non-qualified sapphire legs. So here you have all the information. Here you have left commissional volume, right commissional volume. These points might change. It depends if the people have done some refunds or not, what is the status or current status. So it depends on a lot of things. So sometimes you might consider that the points here are not correct, but it depends on a lot of small details and circumstances. So here, as I told you, this is a test website, but we can see clearly that this person has already, if it was a person, it would be a qualified sapphire, ruby. So these are the commissions that the person has from customers. This is the customer acquisition bonus, the team commission, leadership matching bonus, leadership bonus pool, and here one of the most important things that we have in our system, which is the auto ship. And how is your auto ship? So you have the regular auto ship done, yes or no. So here is a yes. Next auto ship date, it will be the 11th of June of 2015. And please remember that the auto ship is set depending on the date that you have started business with the pack. So if you started on the 11th, it will be the 11th. If you started on the 5th, it will be the 5th of each month. If you started on the 20th, it will be the 20th of each month. So this is the last auto ship order. So here you have the time and the information that it was done. Then you have the team rank, the number of executives, J-Factor executives, qualified jade, pearls, sapphires, rubies. So here is really a very good, clear, knitted image of how your business is going. So usually this is the first thing the distributor sees, and for a lot of you, it will show you how business went last night while you were asleep. Because yes, the system also works like that, and you know, we are global and some countries are open when you are asleep. So I'll go do a quick tour and then I'll develop this in another webinar in another week, but I wanted you to be sure of what you have inside so that you know. And then we'll go to the sign up somebody so that you can have an idea on how to do it. If you notice, I'm in here to members, JCloud, and inside here you can see all the information that we have in many languages. For instance, you want to choose French. You click the French language, and inside you will have documents. If you click media, then you will have information about media. If you click presentation, you will have the presentation. Print, you will have documents that need to be printed. JCloud is a very useful tool, and as you can see, it has tons of languages inside. So you might do business globally or using this tool. Then we have distributed information, and inside of this, you have a lot of things that usually you call customer service to have, which is, for instance, videos, registration of products, translations even. information for Africa. Here, for instance, if you scroll down, you will see this by area. You have Australia, New Zealand, you have Canada. Inside here, you have French information, you have Chinese information, you have Spanish information, you have all information for Europe available. So you have a lot of tools here that you can use and work with your structure. It doesn't matter if you are working in your own, you live in France or you live in Italy. You can work all over the world by sending this information to your members, okay? So now then we have events. This is where company announces events around the world. Then news and announcements, of course, we are always sending information out because we want you to have access to all the information necessary and more. And we want to develop communication so that you are on the same page as we are. Then we have, this is a very important tool here, send to a friend. Inside this, you can write an email and send a message. You click add, send your personal message, and the system is going to do the work for you. He is going to send the information to a friend that you have chosen. And by sending that information, they are going to be led to your own personalized website. Then you have download files. This is for whenever you need the documents on our site. At this point, I don't believe this is the most important thing to do. Upload files. This is also important whenever you need to send documents to us. You can use this. But let's go to the more important thing, the shop. Let's say I want to buy something for France. For instance, I choose the country, click France, I do continue, and then it's going to open this page. This page will allow me to either choose packages, event packages, products, events, marketing material, etc., including jeunesse for the kids. As you know, our humanitarian mission also. So here inside you have the products, and sometimes we all have people that ask us, but Carla, what is the price for a retail sale and what is the price for wholesale? This inside your back office is the price for wholesale, and it does not have VAT included yet, and it does not have the transport. So whenever you need, for instance, to give a price to somebody, you can do this, do copy, open a Word file, do paste, and you will have the prices. Then you will need to add VAT and add transportation. But what you can do also is, for instance, put here one product of this, one product of this, carry on doing that until all products are included, then go add to cart, check out, and then at the last page, before you place payment, you will have all the information on VAT, transportation, you will have all the information that you need. So this is very easy to do. Here you have the packages, all of that. So you can, and I will advise strongly that you come and scroll and learn how to work inside of this. Because it is very important, and these are the main questions that people do to us. And you can do it at your own. Don't be afraid. You can click, and you are not going to destroy the system. You are only going to practice and gain experience, and that is very important. Then another thing that we have in the menu would be the reports, and I would like to do a more developed, intense webinar afterwards about all of these sections, because here inside you will have, this is my business snapshot is the same page as we have at the beginning when we entered. You can see a sales map, meaning you can see all the sales that you have done in your downline. You have the distributor reports. Inside you have a lot of information that you can use to develop your business, to see how it is going. In orders, you can also see what orders have you done, if they have passed, if payment was done okay. So for instance, when you are buying something in shop and you don't know, Carl, I'm not sure if it was paid. So you come here, you click, you check the order, and if you have inside the order a yes, that means that the order was paid, okay? So this is only an example. This is an example website for you to verify. Then you will have the genealogy, of course, and you can see who is in your genealogy. Also, Andy Lewis is creating the beta genealogy, which is more, let's say, visible. It's more an image genealogy. I can click there for you to have an idea of how it works. It will take, yes, probably Wendy is working also, developing this at this point. So we will check that later when we do more inside the menu webinar. Here you can see the cycles that you have done. Remember always that in the States, and this is an American system, we always have the month coming before the day. So this means from 10 of May until 10 of June, you click search, and then you will have here a list of all the cycles that you have done on that period. You can choose the period here, okay? Then we have commissions, very important also. So here you click on commissions, you click on this little arrow, and you will have the information about all the commissions received until date, okay? So this is something that you want to know how to work properly and have a lot of experience doing. So sponsorship is also a very important report for you to start working with your people. Sponsorship is going to show you who you have sponsored and what is the position of that person. Did that person engage somebody else in the business or not? It is going to show you a lot of information that you can then use to contact the people. Because when the menu opens, I'm going to show you under sponsorship, if you put in your mouse on top of the person that is registered there, you will have access to the email address, to the username of the person, to many of the telephone, many informations that you can use to start developing your business, okay? So, I just want to confirm so that I'm not talking alone, that you can still hear me and that everything on the audio level is okay. Can somebody please write there on the chat? I would appreciate that very much. Can hear you, yes. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So here I clicked in reports and I came to sponsorship. And that's what I wanted to show you. Here inside you have a full image of what is going on in your business. And here, this is what I was telling you. We know that Tester CN111 has as email tester@testmail.com, and it has the phone number. So this is very important for you to get in contact with the people. You might have lost the contact, you might have lost the information, and here you will have all the information you need to contact the person. Also, very important here is that you might understand on this side what is the pack that the person bought. So you have all sort of information here. Where is this person placed? On the left or on the right of the sponsor? What is the qualification of that person? What is the number of personally sponsored people that that person has? What is the qualification up until date? What is the current CV? Does the person have the authorship on day or not? Is the authorship CV correct? What is the authorship setup? What is the level? What is the current level that the person has? And what is the highest rank level that the person has ever had in the company? And here also very important, for instance, imagine that this person had 2 people that she has sponsored already. Then what you can do is click on them, it will open another page, and here you would see the business of your direct people. And maybe imagine that person has already sponsored 1 person on the left and one with a starter kit, and then 1 person on the right with a basic kit. What do you want to do? You want to call Tester, you want to call this person and tell her, look, did you notice that you have 1 person that has already a basic package, and in order to become an executive, all you need to do is work with the other person that you have on the other side that only has a starter kit for now. you will be executive and you will make more money out of it. So this is a good way for you to understand how the system works and to be able to control your business. Not only your first direct line, but also to be able to control the business that is going under your people. Because remember, many people do not know how to work properly with network marketing, and they don't understand how to develop. So here you have a tool that is going to allow you to develop and control what is being done and help your downlines. That is very important. So now here you have the sponsorship, you have the binary information. Also you will have information inside on how your binary is going, what are the points, who is buying, who is registering people, what sort of packages are the people buying, what are the points that those people are doing, what is your current rank. This is very important. How many people do you have on the left? How many people do you have on the right? What is your total number of people? What is your current PV? What is your current points? What is the number of cycles? What is the beginning date, the end date? So as you can see, it might seem a little confusing at the beginning, but believe me, the more you try, the more you experience this website, the more you will understand the importance of all the tools that we have inside. I know that some terms might be specific to Jeunesse, but we want you to understand everything, and we want you to understand absolutely all the back office. This is very important. In here, and I'm not going to go much further here, I'm only going to tell you a little bit of each one, not opening them all, because I really want you to learn how to sign up somebody, how to register a person. So here you have retail customers. Also, if you click, you will have a list of your retail customers. You will have a list of your downline orders. You will have a list of your downline refunds. You will have promotion codes, bonus credit tokens, bonus credit transactions. Then we'll go to that and we'll have more information. Let's just keep it short and simple for you to get a first view of the back office and understand how it works. So now we have AutoShip, and this was done by Scott Lingle last week. I am sure you already understand the normal AutoShip and the prepaid AutoShip. Normal AutoShip, you can configure it inside, and it's an AutoShip that runs every month. And the prepaid AutoShip is, imagine that you want to buy product because you want to have 10 serums, 5 affinities, and all the luminance in triple quantity, and you want to do it. Why not use that to do the prepaid AutoShip? When you do this and certify it here, you will be sent to a page, and depending on the quantity of points that you have, you can be qualified up until 1 year of AutoShip. And that allows you to be calm. You don't have to worry about AutoShip no more, and you only pay 1 shipment for the entire year. So this is very important, but we will get back to that in a more developed webinar, because I really want you to learn again today how to sign up somebody. In here you have mailbox, and sometimes people ask us, but Carla, what is the next webinar? When are we going to have events? What are the dates and the location of the next European tours? When you come inside, a mailbox is like your email address inside your back office. So you come here, you click, this page will open and will let you know what was the information that was sent out. So in here, you need to come every day. Also, the information that comes here is sent to your private email also. So you want to come here as often as possible on a daily basis, see if we have sent more information or not to you, okay? Then we have the wallet. And this I'm going to teach you also how to use the wallet on a future webinar, and we are going to do these webinars every Wednesday at the same time. So please tell your people to attend, tell your downline, your structure, your teams to attend, because it's very important that they understand what is inside. So in the Jeunesse wallet, you will have all the information that contain, it's like your bank inside Joffice, even though it is not a bank, of course. But in here you can configure a wallet. You need to upload a document, an ID document, so that we can verify. After it's been validated by us, you will then need to register your pay card, that by the way are being shipped as we speak, so that you can have the new Hyper Wallet card. And you come here, you configure also and insert the number of your Hyper Wallet card, and then you will wait until we validate that card. You are going to be requested to configure the address, verify that everything is okay, and then there's a third step, and maybe we'll address that next week also, because it's very important that you understand how it works. The third step is to say to our system, how do I wish to receive my commissions? Do I wish it to be sent to me by electronic fund transfer? Do I wish it to go to my bank account? Or do I wish it to go to my Hyper Wallet card? So you are going to tell the system, I want it to go to my Hyper Wallet card. And by doing that, there's also a field in our system that tells you, imagine you have in your wallet $2,200 to receive in commissions, but you want to use that money also to be able to buy your products. So what do? You keep some money in the wallet so that you can use it to buy your products, and then you send the rest to the Hyper Wallet. Of course, you are going to see the system. Do I want to send all the money to my card, or do I want to keep some money in my wallet? And the system tells you all you send it all to the card. And if it is partial, you click on another button that I'm going to teach you after, and then you will send that money. Imagine you only want to send $1,800. You put in the amount, the exact amount there that you want to be sent to your wallet, okay? And this is going to allow you to receive your commissions in the manner that you find is best suitable for you. Remember that our system always turns on Wednesday at 10 p.m. Florida time, and commissions are paid every week on that date, okay? So here, and this is also very important, we have the help desk. The help desk is one of your best friends, because if you have a question, if you have a problem, you will want to come inside and request the help that you need. So our system is going to identify you because you have already here in your profile. Let me just go back here for a while to profile. In your profile, you have decided what is the language in which you want to receive information from the company. And you choose here, you go to the end, and you do submit changes, don't forget that. And you will then here on Help Desk be already appointed to the customer service representative in your own language. So you don't need to write in English. You can write in the language that you have previously selected on my profile. So here you insert the title. I don't know, I have a question, for instance, question on auto-ship. For instance, you come here, you say whatever you wish to say, you insert text here, put text here, and then you do submit problem. And this is going directly to our customer service representatives. So this is very important so that you know how to use it, because you will need it at some point for a reason or another. And we want you all to be very clarified of what you are doing. The Zen is still not available here, so I'll go back to this whenever it is available. I am going to show you now. This was a very, very quick, but I hope it was of interest to you. A very quick overview of what we have inside the back office. So now, this is for you and only for you. If you want to share it with your closest team members, that's up to you. But this is only for you. So now you go here and you do log out, okay? You are logging out, and then imagine that you have a customer, which is something that many people are not understanding. When you want to buy product yourself, you go to your back office here. But when you want to sell retail, if it is available in a country, then you come here. For instance, I want, I don't know, a very good friend that I have in the other side of the country to buy a product. So I tell him, look, my website is www.tester or Maria or Youth Forever or whatever the name it is that you have chosen as your username, and .jeunessglobal.com. So he will go here from his own house, from his own location. He will click on products. For instance, he wants to look at the serum, I'm sorry. So he will go inside and he will have the price of the serum. Maybe it would be good for him to specify here the country, because the price that you see here is in dollars. But if you choose a country here, the price will show up in your country, okay? So let's say, for instance, United Kingdom. Then the prices, when you click on products, the prices will show up in sterling pounds, okay? So as you can see here, for instance, if you click on Italy, okay? You click in Italy, then you will have products, serum, and you will have the prices in euros, okay? So this is very important that you understand, so that you can, work without any difficulty. Okay, so now, going back, we want to register somebody. We have somebody new that wants to join the business, and we want to guide him through the registration process. Okay, we make sure all the time that this is our correct website. Don't forget that. And then what do? We do join now. So I want to register that person. Where is that person from? Let's say France, for instance. This person is from France, so I choose country, France. I'm going to carry on using the language in English because this is an English webinar, for the moment only in English. So we want you to understand what is written inside. But as you can see here, you have many languages to choose from. And when you choose the language here, all that you are going to see next will show up in that language, okay? In order to carry on the first page of the registration, you will need to do I agree. You are agreeing with the terms and conditions and the policies and procedures, and then you will have here the Jeunesse Compensation Plan. When you click on this, a page will open and it's going to show you how the file so that you can read it, and it is advisable that everybody reads it because this makes the difference for your business. You need to understand what you can do and what you cannot do. Okay, so here you have a lot of information, and it's very important that you know how to use it. Because believe me, many of your members, of your distributors, are going to ask you questions. And here you will have many of the answers that you are looking for. So click on this file, a PDF file is going to open, print it if necessary, and take it whatever with you, do whatever you can to be able to learn what is written there. So I did continue. If the system tells me, choose your language, what is he going to tell? Okay, sponsor name, am I being registered in the correct sponsor? Okay, so the sponsor is Big Tester, which is the sponsor of Tester. So the sponsor ID would be Tester. And how do I want to call myself? Imagine, I don't know, anything. New Test, or you want to call it New Life, or New Jeunesse. Well, not Jeunesse. Jeunesse is not appropriate to use, as it is the name of our website. It might create some confusion. But New Understanding, New Youth, whatever you choose. Okay, so I want to put New Tester. What am I going to do next? I'm going to check if this name is not already being used by anybody else. It isn't. It is in green. If it was used by somebody else, it would be in red, okay? you want to create here a password. So this, it is advisable that you create a secure password. In this case, I'm using only 8 digits, but you will want to use one capital word would be advisable and numbers at the same time. So you can use numbers and letters and capital words. But one thing here, distributed information. I am Tester and my last name is Tests, or I don't know, Tests Morgan. Let's say Morgan. Then the company name, if you wish to have a company name, it's going to show here. But remember that in order to have a company name, you will need to register as a company. And in order to register as a company, you will need to send us a scan of your document of identification of company. Usually it's a small card like a Visa card, but it has the VAT number for the company. Only after we have cleared and we have validated that scan and that document, you can have invoices already as a company. So if you wish to be a company and to have VAT on a company level, don't forget you need to send us first a scanned document of the company. So as you could see, as I stopped writing here the last name, Morgan, and I went to the next page, he automatically wrote this. This display name and this display name is the name that is going to show up here whenever you give your website to somebody else. And the name on the check is going to be the name of the check if you wish to be paid by check. So then you select date of birth, you put in a date of birth. Remember, you need to be over 18 to be able to do the business, not before that for sure. So you need to have here the information, the co-applicant name. Well, imagine, of course, for husband and wife, our policies and procedures always demand that the person has only one position per couple. But imagine that you have a business associate you've been working with for 20 years, or even for half a year, but you want him to be a part of this position in the company. So here, you are going to insert the name, my friend Tester, my friend Tester. So here you are going to add somebody to your registration. And so the ID is going to be, it doesn't matter, a number. So in here you will have, by filling in this, you will have 2 people being part of your registration of username Tester, test, as we are doing. New Tester, sorry. Username New Tester now has 2 owners. You don't need to do it. It's only an option if you, in case you need it, okay? So now, here you have more information. What is the email? You need to write an email and put it as valid. Phone number. You want to put in a phone number or you don't. It's up to you. But it would be important to put in a phone number. Remember that here, and I was forgetting this, it's a very important detail. You don't want to use strange characters. You don't want to use this, you don't want to use this, or this, or this. You don't want to use anything that is not alphabet. So imagine, for instance, that your name was written like that, with a C like that. I don't know if you can identify, there's a little arrow here behind. So you don't want to write that. You want to do it like this, Morgan. So this is the correct way to do it. And some people cannot get through the end of it because they use a word that is not in the normal English alphabet. So here it's phone number, cellular number, and here let me see. Okay, let's see. He's telling me no dashes, even though I don't have dashes now. So let me put in the country code. Okay, I put in the country code, it went through. Not a problem. All is good, we can carry on. Mailing name, am I a doctor? Am I Mr.? Am I Mrs.? How do I want people to address me? So this is what he put here. Mailing name. You want to use the same name that you have there. So it's Chester Morgan. You want the address. Street 1. Street 1. I was going to put this sign. It was a mistake. I cannot put it. Address, line 2. City. Let's say I live in Monaco. Let's say state. Well, state, it's actually not required for Europe. So, let me see postal code. I'm going to insert my postal code. France. Okay. Monaco is a country, so I'll put here Paris. Okay? So, Paris, France, the country, all is good. So now the system will ask me, do you want to ship to the same address as your mailing address? If yes, I'll click here and automatically he will fill in. If I don't click, I need to put in the address if it is a different address. The only thing that is very important that you know is that you cannot live in one country and then ship to another country. That is not allowed. You need to always, you can put in a different shipping address as long as it is in the same country that you are in, okay? Then, starter kit is by default here. It's chosen for you, okay? So then I will need to choose what is the pack that I wish. Let's say a sapphire, but I want to know what is inside a sapphire. So I click and I have all the information. These packages have been built to give you a lot of advantages. For instance, this pack will give me sapphire for 180 days. I will be paid as a sapphire, but at the end of 180 days, I will need to be a sapphire qualified. If I am not qualified, I cannot buy another sapphire pack to be sapphire for 180 days. Not at all. I need to be a qualified sapphire, which means having a minimum of 12 executives with a minimum of 3 in one lab. But that's another training that I am sure your sponsor has already given it to you. So here we have also customer acquisition bonus. So this is going up right as an income to you at once. So I'm going to choose this one and I will carry on. So pay card. I always need to choose pay card or I will not get out of the page. If I don't choose a pay card, then the system will not allow me to continue. Okay, please pay very attention to that. And here, this is auto ship option. What do I want to do? I do not wish to sign for auto ship. I wish to sign for auto ship. Okay, it's advisable that you do it because this is residual income. You want to do it. You want your teams to learn how to do it. So imagine that I come here and I choose the reserve. Okay, this is going to be, it has 60 CVs, so all good for my auto ship. So I am here already choosing the options of auto ship. So let's scroll down and see. Okay, United States, so this is accepted, and I will say complete sign up. Okay, so at this point, state is required. I need to go here, and okay, state required again. You see, the system told me where my error was when I tried to go to the next page. So let's do complete sign up. This will lead me to another page where I will have all the information of what I have done, and I need to confirm that everything is correct, and I need to confirm that all is done in a proper manner, that it's what I wish to do to start with. So let's see if the page goes, the system goes. I am so sorry, my internet with all the connections is kind of slow, but we will get there. So the system is at this point validating what I have done so far. It's going to ask me again if I want to memorize. I don't. So here, very important, you want to choose what is the FedEx, the shipping method that you want. As you can see, we have different sorts of options, but this is very important because it will allow you to be faster or to be slower. Okay, so here I would choose this one. Let's start with the cheapest one. Why not? Because shipping is very, very competent. So I am sure you will have no need, except if it is an emergency, to pay more for shipping. So here we have the payment options, and this is very important and interesting because it's so developed that you will not see so many options like this in many places. So here, how do I wish to pay for this order? I wish to pay by credit card. I wish to pay by wallet. Remember that I told you that you would have $2,200 in your wallet, and you only want to send 1,800 to your card and keep the other 400 there? Okay, if this would be an order of less than 400, I would be able then to use the wallet as a payment. Okay, then I have a token. And I'm going to address that next week about the wallet and how to do a token. A token is like a card that allows you to pay for another person, to pay for your own products. But for instance, this person does not have any money, or excuse me, does not have any credit card. So what do they want to do? Well, you are the sponsor. So you have money in your wallet. So you go to your wallet and you say, okay, I can do a token of 1,000, 1,200. Remember, it's dollars to euros. I can do a token of 1,000, 1,100, $200. And you say the name, okay, this token is going to be to Tester Morgan. So you create a token and you say Tester Morgan. When you come here, you say, I want to pay using my token. You click on this and a page will show up and it's going to tell you, do you want to use the token? Okay, so write the name, and you write the name. I am the sponsor, my username is this, and I want to use the Tester Morgan token that I've created. And here you'll be able to pay for your downline, and your downline might, give you the money, whatever, make a bank transfer locally to you, whatever you agree with them. But there are a lot of options here that are very important. After choosing, you are going to, let me try to do, well, I cannot choose the credit card unless I have to fill it in. Let's say I'm going to use a token. Okay, so I do submit. It takes me to the page, the token of the sponsor, and then the name of the token. As I don't have a payment to do, I don't have a token created, then I will do continue. When all the details are inserted, I will do continue, and I will have a green arrow showing up here saying done, registration done. So new tester is now a new member in your downline, okay? So let's go out here again, and I don't want to keep this over 1 hour, so I'm going to answer a few of the questions that you might write there on the chat, okay? And I hope this was useful so far. So, okay, so thank you, Bev. You are magnificent. So here you have, the information. How can I add my spouse in the official ID of the distribution? You can do it by using, inside your back office, you go to the members only section and you look for distributor information, and you will have co-applicant form. You fill it in, you send it to us, and we can add that person to your position. But remember, if you are legally married, your wife, it depends on the way you are married also, on the separation, let's say separation that you have within the money or the possessions that you have. But by rule, usually your wife or your husband will also be a part of this without you adding it, if it is a legal marriage, okay? So now I have another question. Can we change the package? You can upgrade the package, Marian. If you have bought an ambassador pack, then you can upgrade the package and buy another, which is already called an upgrade package. But you will only be able to do that once. So nobody can buy packages more than once, except of course for event packages and all those situations that are specific. But on a regular basis, no. Okay? So it says here, Lindsay, if it's someone from the Philippines and they don't have credit cards, how can they sign up on this form? Well, that is a situation that you need. For instance, Lindsay, if you have the way for the person to pay you and you have money in your wallet, you can then use the money in your wallet, create a token and pay for her. But also, the person might have a neighbor that has inside or that has a credit card. The person can give the money to the neighbor and use the credit card of the neighbor. But be careful not to put the credit card of the neighbor on auto ship, because then it will be charged every month, and you also don't want that, because the person might need a neighbor again. So you don't want to kill that option, okay? So how do I register a business who has its own intercommunitary VAT number and should be invoiced without a VAT? As I explained, Jean-Claude, in the webinar that we have just done, if you want to register as a company, you need to send us, make a scan of your VAT number card, your company VAT number card. You send it to us either by email or inside your back office. You go to the members only section, upload document, and you upload that document. You wait for our confirmation, because sometimes we have people, they are very sweet and they send us photos inside of them with Wendy and Randy, and we don't want that. We want the real documents, even though we always love to see Wendy and Randy, but that's not the situation. So we need to have a specific valid document with the VAT number for the company. Then you wait for us to validate that document. Once it is validated, if you do an order inside the European community space, then from company to company, VAT will not be charged. But remember, you need to wait for us to validate that, because if you do the order before we validate that, we do not have the power to change any invoice, okay? So you need to wait or confirm through the help desk, and then you do the order after that, okay? Okay, so I send my ID document to help desk. Will they confirm that it's done? One thing you can do is get into the wallet, click on upload government ID. If the button does not allow you to get in, it means you are already registered there, okay? Then let me see other questions that I have here. It's so many questions that you have, my God. I could spend here 10 hours with you and still not finished. But let's carry on answering as much as possible, because it's good that you have questions. It means that you are developing. It means that you are learning and experiencing the website. That is amazing. Go to the J office. So, can I send a package back? That is the question from Eliska Muglo. So, please, Eliska, if you read policies and procedures, as I told you inside the back office, you will see our refund policies, and you will have all the information about that, okay? So, yes, Marion Price, you can use the credit card for somebody if you are signing up that person, if the person doesn't have it. Be careful about the auto ship, because you then will have the opportunity of putting that card as auto ship, and you need to be careful if the card is not yours, okay? Then you will need to either create customers, either do it, ask, it's better to ask the card again to the person than to put it there. Always remember also that we in Jeunesse, we don't keep track of, we don't even see the full number of your credit cards. That's something that you insert in the system, and we are so secure that only the bank entity that deals with the money is going to see that. We don't see that. Some people call us and say, well, you use the same card that you have there. But it's impossible. We don't see your card. So we only see the 4 last digits of your card. Because we are a very, very secure system, I can assure you that. Okay, so, how can I know that they are validated? Ingrid, I don't understand the question, if you can repeat. So, then we have another question. I must have a wallet if I'm paying with credit card? No, absolutely not. The wallet is something that you have by nature when you register and you join the company. It is free, it is yours. It's part of your business. But you want to configure the wallet because at a due point you will need to use it, Manuela. So, I'm sorry, it would be advisable for you to have it already set it up. And at a due point you will need to do it. It's going to be mandatory for you to receive commissions and everything. So what you want to do, Manuela, you can use the credit card and then on a later stage, you can then use it to use the wallet to request your funds or to pay for your product or etc. But to start with, to join now, to register a person, you don't need it, okay? You only need a credit card. Well, Ali the Hadam, I'm so sorry for the pronunciation. I'm trying to do my best. You are saying if I am going to do a webinar on signing up new people. Okay, this is what I was doing in the last half an hour, Ali. But of course we are going back to the same, at a due point we are always going back to the same stage. Because this is a webinar where many people will come month after month, week after week. And you know the business is growing so much. There's always new people and they want to learn. So this will be always at a due point repeating itself, okay? So how can we order a maximum more than 10 packages of instantly ageless? I would say, Christian, for now, that if the system is blocking in 10, it's because it has a sense. It has an explanation for that. I would say write an email to the help desk and request for that, even though it's not open for more than 10 at this point, because the demand is so big that we need to block distributors at a certain point because they need to develop the business. And we want everybody to have the same opportunity, okay? But I can assure you that our production is always keeping up also with the number of sales. So if it is blocked at this point, it won't be for long. So just be patient and I can assure you you'll be able to do it more in the near future. So, okay, so it's the same questions about quantities. Let me go to another person. So here I have Charlotte. She's saying, I have a client in Malta and it will not accept her postcode when she goes to pay, even though it is exactly the same as she has paid for the starter kit. Why is this? Okay, I can explain this to you, Charlotte. The situation here is that you are using a credit card that might have a different zip code. When you have a credit card, that credit card is registered in the bank. So in the bank, you also have an address and you have a zip code. So when you are using that credit card to pay, and if you wish, and in your address, the zip code is not exactly equal to the zip code that you have registered in the bank with your card, then our system is not going to accept it. And why? Because it's safety. Because we want to make sure that this is the correct person using the correct card. And some people might not say, but you told me that we can use the card from a neighbor or something. But it depends on the countries also, Charlotte. So this is not a specific rule for everybody. In this case, in Malta, because it's a very specific country, you will need to go to your website. You will need to make sure that you have the information on what is the number on the zip code that you have with the bank and confirm that it is the same zip code that you have with the information that you are putting on the address, okay? You can replace, so Margot, you can replace the auto ship by going to the auto ship page. You have a button that says remove and a button that says add. So you can remove what you have and you can add. Please make sure that you always have the minimum points required to do the auto ship, okay? So let me see, I'm going to answer one or two more because I need to go, I'm over 2 minutes. I need to go to another webinar, so thank you. So, well, I'm sorry. When will the 7 days serum samples come into Portugal? We have no clue about that for the moment, Julia. We don't have the samples available now, and I cannot tell you a date of when they are going to be available. So you will want to work with the full serum instead of the samples for now. So then I have, when can our customers also use free samples in Germany? Same answer, Christian. I don't have that information yet. Julia, I know you need them, but there's so many people that need them for the moment, and they are not available yet, and I do not have a date on when they will be available. I'm so sorry. I would love to help you, but it's not at this point, it's not an option that we have. I am so sorry. So at this point, I wanted to thank everybody. I am so sorry, but we need to keep up this webinar with a 1 hour time. We don't want to do more than that, because also you need to practice, you need to exercise, and remember, go inside your back office, go inside, click in every button. Do not be afraid, okay? Do not be afraid to use your back office, because that's the worst thing you can do. Click. You will have the website. You will have the information all inside your back office if you go there and try it, okay? So I'm ending up the webinar for today. The website, as you can see, already has a lot of languages, and at the measures that the markets are growing, we are adding and adding and adding more languages. So if you still don't have your language available, it will be available soon. Don't stop working because of that. Because we have also good things like Google Translator, which is amazing and allows you to do a lot of things. So I do appreciate all the attention today. I do thank you for being here, and I do hope to see you next week, same time, same room. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.